There are about 11 different sectors in the stock market, and today we'll be going over 6 different sectors, and I will also be giving you guys my stock picks for each one. All right, let's get into it. Welcome to Piece of the Pie with Ty. I'm Ty, and I appreciate you guys checking my channel out. If you like any of the content in this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the page, and come back and see me. My channel is all about making sure people are aware of the different avenues to get a piece of the pie. Today, we will be going over the different sectors in the stock market. Knowing and understanding the different sectors in the stock market will help keep your portfolio diverse. Diversification will help you stay afloat when certain sectors in the stock market are hit heavy and hard. An example of this is if the tech sector is hit hard and all you have in your portfolio is up and coming tech companies. Guess what? Your portfolio is going to tank and it's going to be in the red and it's going to be bleeding pretty hard. That's why diversification is key. If you had spread your portfolio out throughout different sectors and tech sector is hit, yeah, you might take a hit, but your portfolio might not necessarily be in the red if you spread it yourself out. So you can make that cut not as deep with diversification. If you have been in the market for a while and you've been paying attention, you will notice that most of the time, all the companies in a certain sector move together. For example, if the tech sector is doing good, you will usually see all the other tech companies do good too. The intensity of the volatility for each company is different, and that's kind of unpredictable. But for the most part, most of the companies in the sectors move together. Prime example. Okay, if you look at companies like Nova, Sunrun, and Solar Edge, all of these companies are in the solar energy field, the energy sector. If you look at their charts over here, you can see that all of their charts pretty much look the same for the week. Except for, if you notice on Nova had a spike at the end of the trading week. So they ran it up a little higher than the others, but their charts look very similar. So that's what I mean when I say the companies in the sectors usually move together. So it's best to spread yourself out in your portfolio. I recommend if you're just starting off, you go through and you pick 1 or 2 companies in each sector and you stick with them, or at least you write down and you know what companies you want to go with. But I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, please seek out a financial advisor. I just give you guys game based on what I see in the market and how I'm doing things. So let's get back into it. So let's go ahead and start talking about the different sectors. First sector we're going to talk about is the energy sector. The energy sector is companies focused on the exploration, production, and marketing of oil, gases, and renewable resources. So that's your solar power companies, your gas companies, your up-and-coming battery companies. All of those companies are in the energy field. 2 companies I think you guys should watch out for are Sonova and Next Era Energy. Sonova had a growth of 335% for the last year. Next Gen Energy had a growth of 41%. Next Gen Energy pays a dividend of $1.44 annually. And something about these 2 companies, Sonova hasn't been on the public market as long as Next Era Energy. So Sonova doesn't offer a dividend, but when you compare these 2 companies beside each other, you kind of can see that Sonova has the potential to get to where Next Era Energy is. 2 companies that you guys should look into. Next up is the material sector. Material companies are companies that are involved in the discovery, development, or processing of raw materials which are used across the different sectors. So, of course, you guys know this can be companies that maybe have gold, metal, wood, all lumber companies. All of these type of companies fall into this material sector. 2 companies to look out for are Brookfield Asset Management and the Material Select sector the SPDR ETF. These two are definitely ones to look into. Brookfield has had a growth of about 60% over the last year, and the Material Select ETF has had a growth of 85% over the last year, and they both pay dividends. Brookfield pays a dividend of about 49 cents a year. Material Select has a dividend of about $1.77 per year. These two are definitely ones to look out for too. The next sector is industrial. Companies in this sector produce equipment, machinery, and supplies that are used in the construction and manufacturing field. A couple companies that you should look out for in this field are Caterpillar and Northrop Grumman. Caterpillar, of course, everybody knows what Caterpillar is. It has a bunch of different machinery and equipment that are used on construction sites. And Northrop Grumman, that's kind of a sentimental company because I used to work for them, and they are a construction company that is heavy in the aerospace field. They build satellites, ships, all types of things. So they are definitely one to look out for too. Northrop Grumman had a growth of 6.7% over the last year. Caterpillar had a growth of 109% over the last year. Northrop Grumman gives a dividend of $5.80 annually, and Caterpillar gives a dividend of $4.12 annually. Alright, so they give pretty good dividends. And one favorable mention that's in this category too is 3M. Of course, they make safety equipment and stuff like that. They definitely are a company to look out for too, for my people heavy in dividends. Okay, next up is consumer discretionary. Companies in this field are like McDonald's, Burger King, Applebee's, things that are considered not essential. Two companies in this field that I think you guys should probably look at are Nike and Lowe's. You're probably thinking like, why is Lowe's in there? Because they do have materials and stuff. I believe they are classified as that because the bulk of the things they sell is home improvement, like new refrigerators, new appliances, new lawnmowers, things that are not necessarily necessities. They're things that you want, like you want to upgrade your kitchen, so you're gonna go to Lowe's. Nike has had a growth of 67%, and they give a dividend annually of $1.26. Lowe's has had a growth of 139% over the last year, and they give a dividend of $2.35. That's great. Alright, so definitely two companies that you guys should check out. The next field is consumer staples. Alright, consumer staples are the complete opposite of the last sector. These are companies that are considered essential, like food, beverages, hygiene. Companies that typically, no matter what, people are still going to have to buy these things. No matter what the economy is doing, people are going to have to buy these things. Two companies are Coke and Procter & Gamble. Coke has had a growth of 24% over the last year and gives a dividend of $1.65. Procter & Gamble had a growth of 24% and pays a dividend of $3.16. Alright, for you guys that don't know, Procter & Gamble, they have Tide Pods, they have toothpaste, they have Gillette razor shaving. They have a lot of things underneath their name, and of course Coca-Cola has a lot of things under their belt too, waters, all types of beverages, a whole lot of different food, chips and stuff. If you look on the back, it's Coke. Alright, so they're kind of everywhere too. And the last sector that we're going to go over today is financial. Companies in this category have dealings with commercial banking, accounting, asset management, credit cards, and brokerages. Two companies in this field. I had to throw Brookfield in this one too because it does fall under this category too. And Bank of America. Bank of America is a great company. Brookfield had a growth of 60% and pays a dividend of about 49 cents. And Bank of America had a growth of 101% this last year and pays a dividend of 72 cents. They both are companies that you should look into. Alright guys, that was just a quick rundown of a bunch of companies, but they're in different sectors. If you are trying to build up your portfolio, you should have a company in each sector. Now you can have multiple companies in a sector. If you want to be more bullish on a certain sector, you should spread yourself out and at least be in each sector. That will save you, and that's how you build your perfect portfolio. Alright? All of these companies are great companies. I either am in some of the companies or I want to be in some of the companies, but I am trying to build my position out in certain companies. That's why I'm not in them. This was just part one. We got a few more sectors to cover, and I got a few more stock picks to cover. So definitely make sure you come back and check out part two. If you like any of the content in this video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the page and come back and see me. I got plenty more to talk about. Thanks.